Zdravo svima.
Zdravo svima. I feel like I needed a point this time at you because like I was editing YouTube videos and every beginning is like, oh, it didn't synchronize. Anyway, the Ivana.
Jo, det är Maki.
Yeah, we are your hosts and hope you're having a
Yeah.
great day. You know what I forgot
Thank you
to
for
say?
coming. What?
Thank you, Patreons. We
Oh, yeah.
always forget to thank them, right? Like we are still
Definitely.
active on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who buys us a coffee at Buy Me a
Pozdrav.
Coffee. Yeah, so it's really helping us also stay motivated. You know, everyone's quite busy, and knowing that people are listening to us now, watching us, and also supporting us is a really good feeling.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. How do we say we really appreciate it in Serbian?
You can say zahvalnismo, or sorry, zahvalnismo. We are, yeah, because it's two women, right? We are grateful.
Zahvalnesmo. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Hvala, right?
And today we are having a vocabulary episode for you, but it is a different one because this time we are talking about Turkish too, how Turkish words still are used in Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are used in a different way. Some of them are having a different accent. Some of them, are the same. So we are going to look at them, compare them, and we will maybe use them in context as well. So hopefully you will like it.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to find out that a lot of our words are Turkish. And be like, this word is Turkish? What?
Yeah, many people tell me, oh, you're going to learn Serbian so easily because we have so many Turkish words. I'm like, yeah, words, yes, I can learn, but it's not the whole thing about the language. But still, they are like, oh, we have so many Turkish words.
That's true. The vocabulary, like especially nouns, now that I realize are quite, and it's kind of like everyday things, right? And I wanted to say this is your episode after 4 seasons.
Yes, finally.
We got
we
to
should
this
do
one.
Actually, I felt a little bit, it's my episode when we talked about the southern part of Serbia because I'm more familiar with it now. And in the south, they use Turkish words more, as far as I realize, especially when I talk to people from Novi Sad. They're not that familiar with some of the words that they use, that they still use here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too, because it makes sense, like history-wise, because that part was really more under the Ottoman Empire than the north. But also there's a really big difference in Bosnia, of course, right, where they even use even more. So
much more probably.
Yeah, so I remember when I I had one class with, it was like a class on Serbian / Bosnian / Croatian authors, and we would go through texts, and I would learn new words, and then I would realize that there are synonyms, and then there is a Turkish kind of synonym for a Serbian maybe version. So or just a completely new concept or something like that. So yeah, that was interesting.
And Ivo Andric's book that you have still not, I guess, read.
I haven't read it. I haven't.
Yeah, I know. But that one is also like showing all the Turkish words in brackets. Like it is actually a Turkish word meaning that, it says. So it has a lot of, because it's just in the border, right? So many words that probably you don't use now.
Should we start?
How much do you know about Turkish, by the way?
I know that it is a agglutinating language. I think that's how you say it, which means that you kind of like add like suffixes to create like plural or whatever. And I mean, we do the same, but you add it to one root.
Yeah.
So I know.
It's like German in that way, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
The tense suffix, the personal suffix, everything goes out like that.
Well, it's similar because you keep building it, but the thing is that with German is it keeps adding nouns together mostly, but you add like suffixes a lot. So literally for you, one word is like a sentence.
Yeah, we also add the compound nouns, by the way.
Yeah.
So, but verbs definitely always added.
Yeah. And then in terms, I do know that it's an Altaic language, which is closely, like, not that close, but it's still a bit closely related to Japanese.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
and that's pretty much it. I do know that you have some sounds that we don't have, like which we don't treat as a sound actually, but it is in our words. Like if you think about it, krist, right? But we think it's like, oh, there's no sound, there's no vowel, but it's there actually.
It's there. If you wrote it in Turkish, you would have this I without that, which is
Yeah, that's all I know.
That's cool. You know pretty much a lot. So I wanted to talk about these words in categories. So most of the words are about household things, right?
Yeah.
Because
everyday things. Yeah.
Everyday things are shared more when Turks and Serbs live together. So that's why lots of options there.
Yeah.
And
a lot.
Let's go.
I'm gonna let you. I'm not gonna look because I really want to be surprised now, because I skimmed a bit, but I didn't see all of them. Let's start.
I'm gonna try to say them in Serbian way, because obviously the way we say them is a bit different. But sat.
Yeah.
It's sat, a clock, right?
Yeah.
Also watch. You use in both ways, right?
Yeah, we use it like hour and the watch. Yeah, a clock. Yeah, like watch.
Right. And of course, to make coffee, we make the same coffee. That the tool is the same as well, which is jezva.
Which you say jezve, right?
Yes, jezve.
Yeah. Oh,
jezva.
Which is basically like the equivalent in Serbian, like in English it's literally like a coffee pot, right? It's like it's just like a pod, like a tiny pot. That's it. And the
handle.
Yeah, with the handle. That's it. Anyway.
And you use kashika the same way. We just don't add a at the end. Kashik, we say.
Yeah, we say kashika. Oh, wait, this is interesting. Saat is, how do you say it in Turkish though?
Saat. So 2 A's we have, saat.
Yeah, which is kind of long here as well. We don't say sat, but like saat.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same actually, saat.
Yeah, it's just the accent is slightly, we have 4 accents, and this one is like saat, kind of like like
2 different. Yeah, the same we have. Saat.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is masculine, and then kashika is feminine. So if it ends in a, so okay. You don't have gender, do you? Grammatical gender?
No, we don't. We don't even have he, she. We don't even have them in pronouns. So let alone the word. So that's why it's different.
Okay.
The other most common, the first thing that I heard was kesa. Dali treba kesa. So that's why I was like, I don't know what they're saying, but they're saying kese. So kese in Turkish, kesa, which is bag.
We forgot to say kashika is spoon, a spoon, right? We have to translate it in English. Kesa or kese for us would be the plastic bag, usually the one you're carrying. So it would be, that's what I think of, like, when you go to a supermarket and you have like this see-through plastic bag. But
that's the same for us, because we also have torba, which is the other one.
Hey, so I just realized torba, right?
Yeah.
There you go. There's the pattern there.
So torba is again bag, but the paper one, or not paper one. You don't say paper one. Torba, right?
Torba, it can also be like torba that you bring for work, or like torba. Yeah, something more. That's interesting, actually. What do I say? Torba can even be, anything that you carry. It can even be like something for the trip. Torba, so.
Definitely. It's mostly cloth bag, right?
Something more substantial than like, go to the store and buying like apples or something.
And again, from the kitchen, I don't think you use chesma in that way, like as a faucet. You use it as, I guess, for like this authentic historic water source, right? Chesma.
Oh no, we so if it's outside, I have one
Mhm.
chesma in my backyard, right?
Mhm.
So it's it's like it's a faucet. Yeah.
It's
But
faucet. So the kitchen also has chesma for you.
well, inside it's not called chesma.
That's what I'm saying. For us, it's
Yeah.
still the same outside, inside.
Ah, okay. So it's usually when it's outside. So you have
Mhm.
like big, you can find like on the square, like public chesma, but then you
Mhm.
have it's always outside. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I heard. Okay, these were about the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and the other rooms now. Yastuk, yorgan, çarşaf.
Yeah.
There's three combination is set, which is pillow, kilt, and sheet,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yastuk.
Isn't it that if you think about it, like there's a lot of like words with also as soon as I see j, I know it's Turkish. I'm like, this is
Really?
Turkish. Yeah. J as well. Sh is a very good
Mhm.
indication that it's Turkish as well. I mean,
Wow.
obviously it can be very, it doesn't have to be because we have schnitzel, which is German. But yeah, I when I hear of what was it? Which one? Jorgen. I just hear
Çarşaf.
or Çarşaf. Yeah, I just hear my Turkish friend saying it. I'm like, that sounds Turkish. Yeah.
Yeah. So yorgan is the kilt, right? Blanket
Yeah.
is also yorgan for you.
Blanket is no, we would say çebe.
Çebe. Mm.
Çebe, which would be in other areas, like in I think Croatia, they say deka. Like,
Completely
but
different.
it's and it's a specific. So jorgen is usually with feathers, right? And it's this
Mhm.
thick, heavy kilt for winter. Çebe is cotton, I think. That's like it's
Mhm.
is it cotton? I don't know
Thinner.
what. Yeah, it's thinner than jorgen, but it's
Mhm.
still quite it's still quite thick and
I see.
warm you up. Yeah.
Mhm. Cool. And from that to Peshkir,
Mm,
which is towel.
exactly.
But is it the big towel, Peshkir?
Any kind of towel.
Any kind of towel. Okay.
Peshkir. You can say
Mhm.
mali peshkir, veliki peshkir, peshkir za lice.
Mm.
Anything that's fluffy and like it's not a cloth like for the dishes, right?
Mhm.
It's always like this fluffy with like little that soaks in the water. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it, so that's
Used in the
special.
bathroom, right? You don't use it in the kitchen or cleaning. It's
No,
just for
no.
the bathroom.
Mm.
And pamuk, we say the same thing for pamuk, I guess, which is
Cotton, yeah.
cotton.
Pamuk, which is important to know if you want to buy something in Serbia. You want to make sure
Definitely.
to have
Mhm.
cotton. Yeah.
And in the bathroom, one more thing, tush.
Yeah, and tush, it's interesting because in German it's Dusche.
Yeah, I think it's coming from German because in Turkish it's dush as well with D.
Ah, yeah. I'm pretty
So
sure we're
dush.
gonna have someone who's experienced. How do you say ethnologist? No, ethnologist, etymologist, who's gonna be like
Etymologist.
no, this is not a Turkish, this is from
Yeah,
this
yeah.
language. Sorry guys, we just found some similarities, so
We
maybe it's not 100% true.
definitely we should say that they are common words, not always borrowed, but we are just assuming that like somehow
Yeah,
Turks brought these words. We don't know the origin, like
yeah.
for some of them. Some of them are like meaningful in Turkish. That's why I can say, this is completely Turkish. But for dush, definitely I can't say that.
We don't know who took it from whom, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
And from that to neighborhood, let's go, or the
Oh,
buildings. What I saw in the buildings was kat, like kati, par, kati, dua, a katu. Kat is like floor, right?
but that's in Croatia.
But here as well, I see in the buildings like cut.
That's interesting because we say sprat.
Yeah, Sprite is also another one I see. That's true. But cut is also common here.
That's weird. Yeah, I would not. I think, yeah. That I would always connect it to Croatian. Okay, cut. Yeah.
Cut is floor. So in the buildings, you can see those signs like cut 1, cut 2. That means floor 1, floor 2.
Sorry, it sounds like cut 1, cut 2, but yeah, cut. Yeah.
Okay.
Cut.
Now, next one is, I'm not sure who took it from whom as well, but komşu, it comes from konmak. So I think it's kind of Turkish, but maybe it also means something in Serbian. So komşija is neighbor.
I think it's Turkish. Yeah, komşija, komşiluk, which is neighborhood. You can also say what we do in my area, instead of saying komşija, you can say komşa. Like we kind of shorten it, komşa. All of my neighbors, like guy friends, would be like komşinice, komşinice. It was like a thing. So I think
little neighbor, right? Komşinice.
No, komşinice is a female version.
Female version. Okay.
Yeah, komşija, komşinice.
I see. Okay. And from that, in the neighborhood, we can see Çuprija.
Oh, Çuprija. Yeah, that's true. Although we don't really use it that much in my area. Çuprija.
I think Çuprija is a bridge. You don't use it, for example, in Belgrade, the bridges are not called Çuprija as well, I guess. Most,
yeah. So that's, I think, more in the south, or maybe, I'm not quite sure in the south, but definitely in Bosnia they use it. But yeah.
And in the neighborhood again, dućan.
Dućan. We do use it. Other people in my area, but we do use it. Idemo dućan.
Idemo dućan. Dućan is a store, especially small stores, right?
Yeah, but we just use it as a synonym. I'm going shopping, but like grocery shopping, not like buying clothes.
I see.
Can I add? I actually connected to the neighborhood and so on. We also have sokak, which is
street.
Yes, the street, and avlija.
Yep. Which is, I think you use it in a bit different. Avlija is like the patio, the entrance of your garden, like from your garden to your house.
I forgot now what avlija meant. Because I personally don't use it, but
I think that's the place, like in your garden or in front of your house where you chill out. Like
maybe
it's like a sofa outdoors, and you sit there. This is how we use it.
Guys, sorry, I'm gonna have to check it. But avlija, I think it's dvorište, it's backyard or something like that. I think so. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we'll check it.
And do you use zanat as crafts?
Yes.
How do you say zanat or
zanat?
Zanat. Yeah. For us, zanat. So the second part is longer.
Zanat. We usually, it's usually most of our stress is on the first syllable. Yeah, I mean, not all the time, obviously, but I just noticed even my name is Ivana is on the first syllable. So we have that tendency to have,
stress in the first syllable. Okay.
Sokak, avlija, zanat, dućan, Çuprija.
Yeah, these are about the house and neighborhood. Before we continue with the show, here's a quick reminder. This podcast is free for everyone and supported by listeners like you. We hope that this podcast is useful and convenient to you. This is a labor of love for both of us. To help us continue creating useful content for everyone, we will appreciate your help. If you have the means, you can support us in different ways. You may just go to buymeacoffee.com/mozdekafa podcast and send us some cups of coffee. You may also become a member of our show on patreon.com/mozdekafa podcast and get extra benefits like bonus content, full transcripts of the show in Serbian, or even join us on the show. We rely on your support to help everyone more in learning Serbian language and culture. Thanks for joining us today, and now let's get back to our episode. And we can go to food now, as we share so much food names together.
Yes. And we share our food, right? Like we make some of your food. Actually, quite a lot.
Yeah. in the Balkans, yeah. But I'm so glad because you created your own version of it. It's not the same. Cevabi here and kebab in Turkish are presented differently. It's I mean, the taste is similar maybe, but many things are a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, it's also like a slightly different meat, right? You can use slightly different meat, but I think for you kebab is like it's like a bit of like a luxury thing. You make it, you assemble it really nicely. For us, it's kind of like, oh, just grab
Simple
it,
food.
to go. Yeah. And for you, it's like actually, something. Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to prepare it. So not everyone can prepare it at home. For sure.
Exactly. Which this is like, just flip it and that's it. Yeah.
And I realized looking at those words, like our K is ch in your case, like kebab, chevap. We say dukkan, you say duchan.
That's a good observation.
There was something else, but we will come to that. Shecher is another one. You say shecher, which is sugar.
You say
sheker.
Sheker. Okay. I see shecher and you say sheker. Right?
It's in the second syllable, yeah.
Yeah.
Çorba is the same.
Yeah, çorba is the same.
Which is soup.
Which is also creamy. Yes.
Yeah.
Creamy
that's what
soup.
I was gonna say. For you, çorba is specific. For us, always it's creamy. It's dense. We don't have that like liquid soup.
Bistra supa. We don't. Yeah, this bistra supa is supa, right? With noodles. But everything else, like with milk or like cream or even flour, or maybe even tomatoes, paradise chorba, right?
That's paradise chorba. Okay, tomato soup.
Yep.
And another K difference is chufta, you say?
Yeah, I realized that. Yeah, a köfte, right?
Köfte, definitely.
Köfte, yeah.
I think the same kind of pronunciation for two food names. Biber.
Again,
pepper.
Biber. Yeah.
For you, biber. Biber.
Biber. Biber. It's a bit shorter. Yeah.
Biber. And karanfil.
Yeah. Karanfil. What is it? Cauliflower? What is karanfil? No, what is karanfil? Oh my God.
Karanfil is actually a flower.
Oh my God. I said cauliflower. People are going to kill me. It's not cauliflower.
It's not. It's
Karanfil.
a kind of flower. But the seed is used as well in the restaurants to refresh, like a mint thing. Like you put it in your mouth and it kind of cleans and gives you a nice taste in the mouth, the seed of that flower.
I just can't remember how you say it in English, though.
We will check it out, but I don't use it in English at all. So
yeah, maybe it's just not omnipresent.
Next one is kesten.
Oh, kesten. Chestnut? Is that how it is?
Yes, chestnut in English.
Oh my God, it's so weird because I don't use it in chestnut. Yeah.
And one of the main things in Turkish cuisine and Serbian cuisine used a lot in the kitchen, sirke.
Oh, sirke. Wait, you say sirke?
Definitely. Yeah, you got it.
Sirke or sirke?
Sirke. It's in the beginning. Sirke.
There you go.
So that's vinegar.
Yeah, which we
I find this. Yeah, I find this one funny because we don't have the color for that, and you added color to this vegetable, which is patlıcan. You say plavi patlıcan.
Oh yeah, I've never used it, but yeah, I think it's plavi. Probably there's some more. Actually, no.
It's always purple.
It's purple, yeah, actually. But the thing is that also I think cabbage we don't say purple cabbage. I think I'm trying to think of like if that is in Serbian or if that it's like in English or some other languages that I learned, but it seems to me like a lot of foods that are purple that are just called blue for some reason. I don't know if there was before like the color purple was existent, but yeah, we say plavi patlijan.
So you say blue eggplant.
Yeah.
And when I heard this, I asked, so do you have other colors like plavi patlijan? I don't know, like brown patlijan or something like that. And so said, no, it's just plavi patlijan. Okay.
Well, there are other types of patlijan, but I just think we don't have it, right? And for some reason, yeah, we had to say, I don't know, don't ask me. Don't ask me why.
But it's still, when I say patlijan, they understand obviously because there's only one color for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And from that to bakery, let's go brek.
Burek. Oh, yeah. Because you have burek, right?
Yes, it's
okay.
Yes, burek.
Burek or burek?
Burek.
Burek.
It's in the burek.
And we don't have u and so on, so it's burek.
Yes, you have u. And in the bakery, let's say, I think this is also sold in bakery, right? Baklava. In your case.
Of course. And in this case, now we say baklava. So if it's 3 syllables, usually it's on the second syllable, the accent. Baklava.
Baklava.
Oh, actually, no, that's totally wrong because I think that was the old way of pronouncing things. Therefore, morava. But nowadays, I think it's mostly it's like a new version of kind of Serbian switch to the first syllable, so it's morava, right? But apparently, certain things state, "Hey, I don't know the rules about this, but yeah, this case we say baklava."
Baklava. Okay, that's cool.
Baklava.
And some fruits we have the same names. Kaysia.
I just realized that I didn't know that. Kaysia. How do you say it?
Kayısı.
Kayısı. Apricot.
Apricot, yes. They make lots of different things with kaysia, from rakia to to reçel is the same. Pekmez.
To pekmez. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you say reçel for jam? No.
For what? What? How do...
reçel for jam.
No, I think we say jam, marmelada, or marmelada. I think it's a German borrowing.
Yeah, we use marmelada as well.
Yeah. So and pekmez.
Yeah, but the thing is, for us, pekmez is only one type, and that's from grapes. But you have different pekmez here.
I don't think I've ever tried pekmez made out of grapes. I don't think so. But
yeah, I haven't seen it here. From from berries in general, you do it. Right?
So pekmez, for me at least now, again, I'm not an expert, but I would say pekmez is something that is like only one fruit, right? So it's either vishne, right? From vishne, from kaysia, from whatever, whichever fruit. And it really just depends what you have in that area, right? And for some reason we don't have with grapes, I don't know, but it's very common to have šljive, right? So plums and so on. But then jam, actually now I can't really think of what I would say for jam, because for me marmelada is like a mixture.
I see.
So maybe jam is also a mixture. I don't know. Jam.
Which one is denser, pekmez or jam?
Man, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to Google this.
No worries.
Pekmez.
For us, pekmez is liquid. So you put in a bottle and you add it like a sweetener. That's why I think for you, pekmez is a bit different. It's denser.
That makes sense because pekmez is definitely dense. I went some months ago. I went to a Turkish store here and I bought a pekmez, and it was literally like syrup with a bit of like fruits.
Yeah.
Wait, I really need to find this for a second. So pekmez is thick, and you can add sugar, a bit of sugar, not a lot. Marmelada, okay, but it doesn't say anything for it. Jam.
Jam maybe has chunks in it because normally it's like half or the quarter of the fruit is used, maybe.
For me, jam and pekmez are pretty much the same, but I'm pretty sure there are, as you said, like differences in like the chunk. Is it like cut a lot, like, you know, and is it just big chunks and so on?
Yeah, I don't buy them as well that much. That's why I'm not sure either. And for the main dish, last things, sarma, moussaka.
Oh, I thought
turşia.
I thought it was Greek moussaka.
Yeah, Greek and Turkish use the same word as well. Yeah, moussaka.
Yeah.
Maybe it comes from Greek, but a couple of places I checked, it's Turkish it says, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I have two. One more at least, or two more. Juvic.
Juvic, definitely.
Juvic is Guvic, right?
Guvic.
And
that's a stew, by the way, Juvic, right?
Yeah.
For you.
Çufte. No, çufte we had, right? We had çufte, yeah. But do you have pilav? No?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one that I wanted to say.
You say pilav with F at the end, right? Pilav.
With the B. Pilav.
Oh, the same way then. Yeah.
We
in Turkish. Then? Maybe in Bosnia, I'm not sure. Pilav is rice. Rice is fried a little bit and then boiled, and it's dense. Like it's risotto. It's not like risotto for
it's
sure. It's
kind of like a risotto, because if you think about it, you don't really add. You had just a little bit of like salt and pepper, maybe vegeta, right? And but it should stay like that kind of white yellowish color. And you add a bit of like some veggies that don't like let the color out, so like peas, a bit of peas. You can add a bit of meat, like some boiled meat or whatever. Well, Juvic is like with what was it, with paprika, like, yeah, so you add paprika, so it's red, right? That's the point. And with slightly different ingredients, but that's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, from that, let's go into clothes.
Okay, I'm curious.
Parts of clothes, not the whole cloth, I guess. Only for footwear we have the same names, interestingly.
Yeah. Okay,
let's see. Papuche.
Yeah, I remember that one. Papuche. Yeah. You say without the e.
Yes, papuch.
Yeah.
That means shoes. But for you, for us, I mean, it wouldn't be like the high heels wouldn't be papuche, right? We have a different name. Shoe is a different thing in Turkish, but papuch is like a little bit old way of saying it, and it's mostly flat shoes.
Papuche for us is slippers.
Indoor shoes.
It can also be outdoor shoes, but still slippers, like, you know, they're kind of like hanging from your feet. But and also flip-flops, even, you can call them papuche. We just don't. There is a way how to say flip-flops. We call them yapanke, which means like Chinese, like Japanese. But it's you can still call them papuche, for example. So anything that's kind of like free off and hanging on a string or something like that.
Let me see. And inside the shoe, çarape, we have the same thing.
Oh, sure. Çarape.
Socks, yeah. And çizme, another type of shoe. Boots.
Çizme. Yeah, it's kind of like winter boots.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Boots.
And these are all about shoes. We have dugme, which is button.
Kumni dugme. Do you remember that? Yeah. We had the weddings.
What was it? White Button, the group, the band.
Bielo dugme.
Bielo, okay. Bielo? No, Bielo. Bielo dugme. Yes. Yeah. And Jep.
Jep, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. I feel like our J, I feel like our J is much stronger than yours or in any other language, honestly. J.
Jep. And kaish. I think that's an old word, right? Kaish.
Oh no, I still use it. Yeah, I use it. Kaish.
That's belt.
That's a belt. Kaish.
For the seat belt, it's kaish again.
No, oh man, no, it's not kaish. A kaish is only the thing that has the around your waist and or hips or whatever that has these little holes, and that's it. So that you can also use that, for example, with if there's kaish on, I don't know, maybe on like when you're riding your riding horse, is that how you say it? Riding a horse? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So there you have this little like kaish that can also be, so anything that's like that. But anything else is like, oh man, I can't really remember the belt now.
No worries.
Anyway, but it's not kaish. No,
it's not kaish. Okay.
no.
And we have also burma, but a bit different. Burma is a wedding ring for you, right?
Yes, it's not an engagement, it's a wedding ring.
For us, it's not wedding ring. Burma is burmak is like to band something. So the jewelry that are like that have this shape, like going over each other like a chain, that's burma. It's mostly used for the bracelets.
But it does make sense that it is derived from there, because someone was like burma, you know, like, oh, okay, yeah, so that means ring. It's like, no, it means bend it, you know, or whatever.
Yeah. And one thing that I like is boya. It's color.
Oh, boya. I didn't know that. Boya. Yeah, color.
You use it as color. We use it as paint, as a noun and as a verb. Paint.
Boiti. A verb.
Boiti you have?
Yeah, to color. But not to color like yeah, you wouldn't color your wall, right? You would just color something in your notebook, right? But
that's boiti.
Yeah, it's just color. It's not like painting.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That was about the clothes. And the last one is the verbs. Boiti is one of them. What else?
Yeah,
I think you wrote them.
Yes. So I think they're slightly different. So I added the divanity, which I think is derived from divan, right? Which is basically, actually, what is it? Is it like a kind of like a sofa that's low? Or
that's low, and mostly in avliya. Inside as well, but avliya has divan in Turkish.
And it really makes sense because it is designed to chill over there, right? And to enjoy. And what do you do when you enjoy? You're talking. So when you say divanim or mi divanimo, we can say now we're Maki a divanimo, basically. That can be our slogan, actually.
Yes, for this episode. Divanimo, let's divanimo.
Exactly. Let's divanimo with divani. I don't know how to say it in English, but Hajde da divanite sa nama. That's what we can say. So it's basically just chatting, like casually chatting, nothing serious. Like, oh, we are chilling and enjoying our life and just chatting our life out.
That's cool.
And then we have bashkaritise.
What does it mean?
Oh, it has several meanings. The first one that I think about is to show off. But it also means just to live freely with no worries, or to just chill. Like, it's not like taking a nap, but like just lying down and relaxing, something like that. So it has several meanings.
That's interesting, because bashka means different, separate. What else? Bashka in Turkish. So we don't use it as a verb, but as like a adjective and adverb, like bashka.
Wait, I just realized that there's a song by Dino Medlin. By the way, I think he's from Sarajevo, if I'm not mistaken. And he has a song Bashka ti, bashka sve, and I think that means you are different, everything is different, right?
Definitely.
Probably.
I guess. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. And the last one is prekardashiti.
Wow, that's sweet, but we don't use Kardashian verb. So what does it mean?
It means so pre is usually like and pre means before, but in a context of a verb, it's usually too much of something. or maybe a finished action or something like that. So here in this case is to cross the line, the line, like the threshold, like a normal average threshold. So and I just found it as preći normalnu granicu. But I don't really use it. So I don't really, you can say prekardašio si, maybe, which means like, oh, you crossed the line, something like that. But older people would probably use it more.
Okay, because kardeş means brother and sister in Turkish. So sibling, I mean. So you're being closer than my sibling. That means that in your case.
So yeah, that's true. And I thought of Kardashians. There you go.
Here we go.
There you go. Anyway.
What the connection?
Which basically means brothers and sisters, kind of like, right? Kardash.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Guys,
I have
all.
one or two extra things. Do you use shaitan?
I've never used it, but yes, there's even a movie.
Yeah, that's why I saw it.
Yeah,
that means devil or evil, shaitan.
Yeah, we would say javo.
Okay.
But shaitan, yeah.
And neyse, I think.
What is it?
Neyse. Do you say it?
No? Neyse? No, I don't know what that is. What is it supposed to be?
I hear it here sometimes. I'm not sure if they are saying neyse, but that's like whatever. Like it's like a gap filler, whatever kind of filler.
Neyse, no, but maybe it's, I just cannot detect it right now. No.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
And oda, I think you use it as well. Oda. We mentioned this before in our episodes. That's why I know you know it, but pronunciation is different.
Oda.
Oda. O-D-A. Oda.
Oda. What does it mean?
So I think you use it in the like theaters, like the room. As the room, but for us it's room. Oda.
Oda, yeah, maybe, or something like that. Oda? I don't know Oda, actually. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Okay.
But there are definitely other Turkish words that we don't have in here. I'm shamelessly gonna promote my video because on YouTube there's one video called Laloshki, which is basically like just kind of a different accent, or like I don't want to say dialect, like variety that we use in my area in the north. And we also use quite a lot of Turkish words as well. And it's like it's a more how people, like a bit older people, speak over there. And there's a lot more like kanda, I think kanda, vazda, and like stuff like that. So there's so many other words.
So many more.
Yeah.
So if you guys know or use any of them, please let us know. We would like to learn more, add to our list.
Exactly. Thank you. To je to. Mi smo divanile sa vama.
Yes, exactly. That means we chilled out.
We talked, exactly. And thank you everyone, and see you in the next episode.
Da, vidimo se.
Pozdrav.